Don't get my face in this. Okay. So when you start, you have your bolt. You're going to tape around the bolt 3 times. So you get that on there. And go 1, 2, 3. Like that. So now your bolts, oh, so you have to go through the bottom too. So you go around, you overlap off the bottom a little bit. You go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was probably 4. That's fine. Okay, so now your bolt's done. You don't need that for a little bit. Stopper. You're going to star it. So you're going to put a little bit of tape on the inside and pull it across to the other side. Grip it, stick it in there. Repeat this process until it is janky. So it's starred. This is like one of those points in the video that's like fast forwarded.
I'll go back and edit it.
Yeah.
Probably not though.
Probably not though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so throughout this process, you're like stuffing it in there. And so, not good. Oh, this is making a lot of noise.
I mean, I could do it on purpose.
Okay, so now that your stopper is starred, you do the same thing for the bottom too, but I'm not going to do that on video. So it should look like that, like a little star. Shocking that we call it starring. It looks like a star. Okay.
Like torture method.
So now when you put the silk on, obviously for this silk, the silver and the number go on the bottom. So we're going to slide this onto the pole like, oh, if I can get it on there. Like so. You don't have to worry about the rest of the silk right now. So you have this little tabby thingy. The little tabby thingy goes into the pole about, for this one, the tabs are different lengths, but I'd say about 1/2 inch, so that you have about 1 inch or 1/2 inch above there. Yeah, so this one there would barely be any, because you want to have about 1 inch of pole space. About 1 inch of pole space, yeah? So then, we're going to, this is hard with my hand. Take this on very quickly. So you want to make sure you're touching the purple silk as little as possible. But at the same time, you want to make sure that none of the silver is going to show. So, just give me a hot second. Okay, so now that we have that somewhat secured on there, we've gone around only one time. We're not wasting a bunch of tape. Now the purple is secure. So we wrap it around, make sure the tab is secure. Grip it, put it down. And now we're going to put our bolt in. So you tuck the rest of the tab in there. And then you stick the bolt in there. So now you have, that's securing the tab in there. Now you take the tape again, and you're going to star this on. But you're only going to cross it. You're not actually going to star it, because that'd be a waste of tape. So you're going to star this, cross it on there. Like so. Just 2 little pieces of tape. This would be a lot easier if you had scissors. Just saying. So, yeah. And it doesn't have to be cute because it's going to be hidden. So yeah, that's on there now. So realistically, you could spin this without a bolt, but we're not, or without a stopper, but we're not going to do that. So then you put the stopper on there. If you have a little trouble getting it all the way on, you can shove it into the ground. And we'll get on there better. So now, that is on there. Okay, word to the wise, we don't use a ton of tape when we put the stopper on. You're going to start at the bottom where the tape line is. So I'm starting on the edge of the stopper. And you just want to make sure you secure the stopper. And then while you're taping, you're going to pull the tape tight so that you're using as little tape as possible while securing the stopper. You also want to make sure, like I'm going back and making sure this doesn't have many wrinkles, because wrinkles can catch sales. we're gonna go to the tab. So see, the top is all pretty, very smooth. Da-da-da. Okay. Now for the tab, we're gonna have to show the seam here. You want to make sure that this bottom seam right here is in a line, so that your flag is straight. Okay. Now when you do the tab, you're gonna make sure that you start where the purple ends, so right below the zigzag. And you're going to start wrapping, and like at the top, you're going to keep it tight, so that you use as little tape as possible, and you go all the way to the end of this little tab thing, and then you flatten it out to make it nice and pretty. And you rip it, and obviously that's going to happen when you rip it sometimes. You pull it back out like an accordion, and you flatten it. Ta-da, flatten down. Easy.